It's the Traumedy Podcast. Trauma plus comedy equals Traumedy. This week on Traumedy.
Living with that, I still look back and I don't know how I made it through every single day.
It's terrifying.
My dad was a huge supporter and he helped me tremendously in every way. He would come to my court dates.
That means so much, doesn't it?
I know. He's hilarious too.
Oh.
He's shy, so he would never do anything like this. But once you get to know him, you will not be able to stop laughing.
Does he have just a real dry sense of humor?
Oh no, he laughs with himself.
He's very silly, but it's kind of like you got to be on be inside.
Right, you got to be on the inside to get the silly.
Oh, okay.
So he would call me, and he would have me laughing so hard that I would have tears because it's the thing that we have. It's Uncle John stories. So these stories are the best.
You're listening to Traumedy, the podcast that helps you take your pain and play with it. I'm Nancy Norton. I am a former nurse, comedian, and keynote speaker about the power of humor, why we need it, how it helps us.
Bring the power of humor to your next event with award-winning comedian Nancy Norton. Nancy got out of healthcare for the same reason a lot of people get into it, to save lives. Message Nancy at nancynorton.tv. The Traumedy Podcast is sponsored by Crybaby Badass. You have to feel it to heal it. You are a Crybaby Badass luminary. See your light in the mirror. Do you have a trauma? Hey, you listening, do you have a Traumedy story to share? If so, send Nancy a message at nancynorton.tv.
This is part 3 of a multi-part series about narcissistic abuse featuring Brittany Key, a nurse practitioner. This episode deals with the phase of narcissistic abuse that is in the legal system. Narcissists abuse you in every way imaginable. Psychologically, emotionally, financially, sexually, physically, spiritually. And they do these smear campaigns, spreading malicious lies, assassinating your character. And finally, legally, they abuse you in the legal system. It is a nightmare that sometimes feels like it will never end. And some of it gets so imprinted in our psyche after such abuse that we abuse ourselves. The fallout of this is devastating. The most devastating months of that for Brittany, where she really struggled with staying alive. So this episode deals with a suicide attempt and the daily struggle of severe depression and the sense of crazy-making powerlessness around this kind of abuse. It is so disorienting, and if you've been through it, you know what I'm talking about, and if you haven't, it's hard to imagine. I checked in with Brittany this week, and she is doing well after sharing some of her story, and it continues to be part of her healing. And I know that people who are listening, we send love and support. I send you love and support. Let's just keep that reciprocal love and support energy flowing, and let's learn from this. Please reach out if you have any questions or concerns, and let me know if I can redirect you to some more support. There are links in the show notes for how to reach out to people who can give expert advice about how to deal with narcissistic abuse. There's a hotline, a domestic violence hotline in the show notes. There's your local safe house can always be a great resource. And I know it's hard to believe, but even as we're dealing with some of the darkest times, there is the buoyancy of humor. Friends, family, and humor is what helped Brittany survive narcissistic abuse. So there will be a part 4, which is a very uplifting, and I mean that literally and figuratively, a very uplifting part in part 4. So thanks for listening, and I'll see you on the other side. Welcome to Traumedy with part 3 of Brittany Key, RN, nurse practitioner, and trauma survivor. In part 1 and 2, we have gone through some horrible domestic violence with, I say gaslighting, but with being framed by the police, having to go to jail twice. And before we say where we were, I was just talking to Scylla. Your friend is here. It's just so important to have people in your corner. When you're going through this, you do find out who your friends are and who they are not.
Oh, you do. The storm uncovers what's fake.
Yeah.
And what's real.
And the people that really know you, that's like Scylla knows you. I know she said she hadn't heard all of what you have shared, but she knows you and she believes you 100%. And that's what we need, is like somebody who really knows us and supports us, because it's so hard. At least me, I got lost in there. Like, what has happened? I always picture these dominoes falling, almost like the Matrix, just kind of like what I thought was real, who I thought the person was I was with. And you just can't believe somebody would lie like that. You cannot believe it. You would never do it yourself. And I think people that have no empathy, we can't imagine not having it, and they can't imagine having it. Right. And there's just this weird disconnect. But I just want to thank you for sharing your story. I hope by sharing it and having it witnessed that this is part of your healing.
It is.
This is
Absolutely.
An important thing, that you feel heard and that people know these details. Because see, you think, oh, you went to jail, you came out. You don't know these details of having to put on community underpants.
Having an angry bush look at you.
Having to clean someone else's diarrhea feces before you go into your cell. Like having to, so many of these things that you just can't know how horrible it is. And for people, the worst of it to me is the people who are supposed to be caring the most about justice, who clearly don't care about justice as much as like ticking boxes, moving a docket, getting, and just like this judge who you're supposed to be presumed innocent, but you're in a court, in the courthouse is inside the jail, and you're standing there in handcuffs. You're supposed to be presumed innocent. And they're telling you already, like they told me, I'm sure they said you can have no contact with the victim.
Mm-hmm, correct.
And that turns your stomach because you know that person's not the victim. And then
that was so hard.
That is so hard.
Mm-hmm.
And you cannot go back to your residence. Like you get this 15 minutes to go back and get your valuables as quickly as you can grab things that are important. And luckily your dog.
And you should have just seen the shit that I grabbed. Like, it makes no sense.
Give us a list of some of the stuff you grabbed.
Like random blankets. At least I was warm. Like
comfort,
mismatching socks. Just a few pairs of underwear. I had no underwear, which I'd rather have no underwear than having to wear the...
After having to wear granny panties, community granny panties, you're like, let me get my underwear.
I know.
Let me get my... Yeah, there's a few of comforts like that you, in your mind, you can't even think. I mean, going back in there and just this, your frontal lobe is offline anyway.
Right. Random outfits that didn't make sense that I probably haven't worn in 3 years. Like just random things.
It's awful. It's awful. So where are we? Where are we now?
So we're at the end of April. So we'll just fast forward to June of 2024.
Okay.
That's when I get a letter from our wonderful board of nursing that says that they've received a complaint.
They received a complaint.
I still don't know what the complaint is to this day. It just says they received a complaint. So I don't know if my ex had,
of course, tried to mess with your license.
Oh, and she did.
Yeah. Mine did as well.
Or what? I don't know, but the board doesn't care. So,
these entities that have no heart.
So they want a response, in 1 month. I give it to my lawyer. My lawyer writes this amazing response, in my opinion. He's invoking my Fifth Amendment rights, saying, this is an active investigation. Brittany will not respond due to self-incrimination. We will keep you informed of where the case is. He wrote, he's amazing.
Do you want to get a shout out to your lawyer?
I do. I had several, but it's Springer and Steinberg.
In Denver? Or?
In Denver. But they're actually all over Colorado.
If you want to be a sponsor of Dramedy.
Harvey Steinberg. Yeah, Harvey Steinberg is, I was told he's a bulldog.
All right. You need that. You need someone in your corner that knows
do.
the system and that goes to, and I'll give a shout out to Stephanie Nelson here in Boulder, Colorado. I mean, she made me feel, she's the first person that just made me feel like, I'm going to be okay. Like she's got me. And she did. And
I was still trying to micromanage.
Okay. That's okay.
I've apologized to them that I was trying to micromanage and I just wanted it to end now. And they kept trying to say, you have to wait, Brittany, you have to wait. We can't.
Well, you were trying to get out of this emotional pain.
Right.
Because we already had this thing with the fentanyl where it's like, this is life threatening. This kind of stuff is excruciating. So micromanaging, you know, it's really survival.
Yeah.
You're trying to survive.
And they knew that.
Yeah.
They were amazing. They always called me back. I mean, I don't have anything but amazing things to say about Springer and Steinberg.
Yeah.
The criminal side.
Okay.
Since I was a criminal, apparently.
According to these people, without knowing all the facts.
Right. So the board of nursing, you know, you're on their timeline. They don't care. So we get that letter in June. We respond. July goes by. August, mid-August. By mid-August, I'm not doing well. I'm struggling. My day-to-day, I can barely get by. I'm homeless.
You are?
My therapist, I hear her now and she goes, you weren't homeless. She doesn't talk like that. But she's like, you had people welcome you into their homes. I did. And I'm very thankful for that.
You
but
lost
I didn't
your
have,
home.
I did, but I didn't have a place to go to that I can call home.
Yeah.
I was, going from couch to couch. Lily always had a place though.
Yeah.
Lily always had a bed. I made sure.
Yeah.
Sometimes it was just her and I in my car. And I would drop her off at doggy daycare, which I hated sending her there because she didn't like it.
Yeah.
And then I would
but
go to
you
work.
were still working?
Oh, yeah.
So you're working the whole time?
The whole time.
While going through all of
this. I think that regardless of what your job is in healthcare is stressful.
Oh, yeah.
But you put your place in the OR with somebody's chest open and it's that much more stressful to the point where I wasn't making mistakes, but I realized that my body can't handle this right now. I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. So I decided to go on leave in mid-August. My paperwork wasn't in yet, but I was in just so much pain emotionally. The emotional pain turned to physical pain.
Yeah, it does.
Like that, just knot in your stomach. I had constant chest pain. I still don't know how I didn't have Takotsubo.
Yeah, what is Takotsubo?
It's a part of heart failure where it's mainly stress induced. It usually happens, not to get into that a lot.
No,
but
I'm fascinated.
It enlarges your heart. It is reversible if you catch it early enough, but it's all based on inflammatory markers. And people die of it all the time. And I'm surprised that I never had it because I had such a broken heart, not from my ex herself, but just from everything.
The system.
Everything.
I was layer,
broken.
Again, the cascading betrayal of trust that the world as you knew it was not a safe place. It's heartbreaking. It is heartbreaking. It's disheartening to find, but it also, I don't know if you're, I don't know. I got to watch that I do bright siding, like, oh, look on the bright side.
Bright siding.
But this is what, when I was sitting in jail, in the Boulder County Jail, something in my heart, when it broke open. Yeah. Papa,
sorry.
No.
I was like,
That's my heart.
That was good timing. See, I did that on purpose.
Well, it's perfect. No, but seriously, it changed me to understand, like like you'll never look at someone in the system the same.
Never.
Or when you read you read an article or you hear
They're
about
innocent.
But now I don't look at people the same. I don't assume anything, even if somebody's found guilty, because this kid that was next to me, and I know this is going to sound corny, but he was sitting in, you sit in this holding cell. My lawyer told me, she said, just watch the ticker, like the little like words go by. There's a TV there. And this man, I was like, I'd seen movies. So I was saying, what are you in for?
Damn, I should have done that.
And he said, and this is where my heart broke open. He said, I'm just gonna start being who they tell me I am.
Oh.
And I felt this heart.
I get it.
And I said, man, no. We're not doing that.
I get it.
I said, what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump through every hoop. We're gonna jump through these hoops. And we're going to get on with our lives. We're going to get on with our happy lives. And I hope he heard me. I was sincere. Like we're in the system now. We have to jump through these hoops. Like I had to, jump through all the hoops. And I did in record time, but keep going. I don't want to say any more about my case.
That does remind me of kindness that I had after the second time in jail. First of all, they don't let you take an Uber from jail. Did you know that?
No.
So I'm stuck there waiting for the bus, and they keep telling me they called the bus. Bitch, you didn't call the bus.
Oh. They really abuse their power.
Oh, they do. They do.
Yeah. They're power tripping.
I had no one to come get me.
They're like they're prosecuting and punishing you already.
They are. I just sat there, gave up, and just started sobbing. And this lady, she said, "Are you okay?" And I said, "No." And she asked, "What do you need?" "I'm a public defender." And I said, "I need a ride. I just need a ride to get my car. That's it. They won't let me walk. They won't let me take an Uber. I'm waiting for the bus. They said that they've called." And she said that if I'm still there by the time that she gets finished seeing her client, that she'll take me to my car.
Yeah. So.
But my phone had died, but she gave me her phone charger.
Wow.
And I was able to contact someone to come get me and take me to my car.
Yeah. It is an interesting thing when you're treated so disrespectfully and dismissed and abused, frankly, then, when somebody cares about you, it means the world. And you need that, oh God, I remember there are very kind people in this world. And the majority are. That's what we have to remember. And truly, the majority are.
And it's been hard for me to realize that. But that was one of the first of many interactions that I've had that has given me hope for humanity.
That's good. Yeah.
But it was hard.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm to the point where I can't function. I go to therapy twice a week, and I don't even know what she's saying. I don't even know what I'm saying. I just say, I don't know.
You're like dissociated.
I'm done.
Have you, you're depressed, you're dissociated.
I'm dissociating. Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah.
August 14th, which I didn't match up April 14th to August 14th, but this day I wholeheartedly regret. But I took 30 milligrams of Ativan.
Just so people know, like 1 milligram is a lot.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
30. That should have killed me.
Was that 30 was that how many? You had some Ativan. What are they? My mother was on Ativan.
I believe they were 0.25s.
0.25 is the.
Or maybe, no, it was 0.5.
0.5 per tab.
Mm-hmm.
So you took 60
yes.
tabs of Ativan. I
was done.
You needed the pain to stop.
I was done. I wrote letters. I was done.
You did. Wow.
Yeah. I knew the board was coming for me. I identified only as, my identity was a nurse practitioner in cardiac surgery in the operating room and the ICU, and that was it. I knew that was about to be taken from me. And I had...
So you didn't exist if not for that.
No.
You just had taken all you could take.
Yep. A friend had worried about me that I wasn't responding. And I was found unconscious.
So a friend sent a wellness check or came over?
They came to the place where I was.
That person
Mm-hmm.
said, also probably had an intuitive hit.
Maybe.
You're not
I don't
texting
know.
back. Go
Maybe.
check. I mean,
I was given flumazepam, which is the reversal of Ativan. And some people become aggressive. Actually, the side effect is you become aggressive, which my family can attest that I've never been an aggressive person. But a police officer was standing there, and I became real aggressive towards him, verbally. I don't regret what I said.
yeah, I know.
I don't remember what I said, but apparently I became real aggressive. So off to the hospital I went. Thank God my friend said, please don't take her to hospital, which was where I worked.
Yeah.
I don't remember being in the hospital. I had a liver injury, which my liver enzymes are now normal. I just remember barely waking up and then going back to sleep, which I don't even know. I still don't know the amount of time that went through from the time that I did that until when they had transported me to a psychiatric unit. So let me just recap. It's August. I've been to jail twice and I'm off to a psych unit.
You're killing it. You're crushing it.
I am. 2024 was my year.
2024. Wow. And again, like I was telling Scylla, who I know folks are like, who's Scylla? She's here holding
Hi.
space. But also, it's just so nice to have you here. Your energy,
Thank you.
your presence, it's really grounding, it's comforting, and also what a great smile. I mean, seriously, it means a lot. And I was just saying, what was I saying? I was going to say what I was saying to Scylla, because it was about, how recent that is. Because, my incident was in 2007, so almost 20 years ago. And again, the ruminations I've definitely, as I have reclaimed my life little by little by little, and then there are still some days where the injustice can get into me. And
It does.
it's so upsetting.
It is.
But I will tell you this, it gets you out of jury duty. That's all.
I'll never.
No!
I will never serve on a
No,
jury.
they take you in the back
because I
room.
will be honest and I'll be like, they're innocent.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I did actually get out of jury duty with, and it's not that I was trying. I was like, I do believe the justice system is you're full of shit.
It is full of shit.
Yeah.
I do think that I would be fair and I would want to go, obviously, nothing but the facts, but I think that my emotions would get too involved.
Oh yeah, I'm so biased.
And I cannot do
against the prosecutors now.
Mhm.
Like I'm just like, they're lying, and they're lying. The cops lying. The
They're a
cops
lying piece of shit.
Yeah.
What'd that lady say? Oh, you're a lying ass. One of my patients have called me that once in Washington, D.C. So now the thing is we just call people lying asses.
lying asses.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So, okay. But it's this is really recent because it's only 2026. So just know this is still pretty raw. There's still a lot of your healing journey to come.
That's true.
Still.
Oh, we haven't even got to it. This
Yeah,
is
but
rock
let's-
bottom.
Oh my God. Okay.
This is rock bottom.
Oh gosh. We're not
August
even there
is-
yet. Wait,
August.
this isn't.
August of 2024 is rock bottom.
Yeah. Because you survived a suicide attempt
Mm-hmm.
and you, thanks to your friend, but now you're admitted into the psych ward.
And I keep saying
On
over
a
and over,
72-hour hold or something like that.
but I did say that I would stay longer if the physician felt like I needed to. I
Okay.
did say that. At that point, I told myself that either when you get out of here, either you need to make it to where you won't ever survive, ever, or you have to put this behind you and you have to fight. You have to. You can't be in between. But I've had to tell myself that several times, and we'll get more into that as well. But August was rock bottom. And guess who comes here again? My sister. Again. She's never turned her back. And she never will. And
Yeah, that's
you
wonderful.
can't break that sisterly bond ever. You can't.
That's wonderful.
But I was also ashamed. So I wanted to bring that up. Sometimes I'm still ashamed. It's hard to talk about because I do regret it. I really could have obviously killed myself, but I also could have made it to a point where, what if I needed a liver transplant? What if they didn't get to the point where I was in the ingestion of it to where they couldn't reverse any more of it?
Yeah.
And I could have lived a life much harder after that. But I'm thankful that none of that happened, and I am well physically and mentally from that. I felt ashamed telling my therapist too. I no longer think that at all, just because she put so much effort in.
So you already had a therapist
I
before this?
I started seeing my therapist 2 weeks after the incident happened because I knew I needed help.
Good job.
I asked for someone to help me find one because
Yeah.
I knew I couldn't do it alone. I couldn't.
Yeah. So you did it. You did get help.
And all of this shame and me thinking about other people, you know, what my sister was going to think, which she does not judge me, what my therapist was going to think because she's put so much effort into me, what so-and-so is going to think. They're going to think I'm nuts. They're going to think I'm crazy. Well, I am.
Well, because you went through a crazy making ordeal.
Right.
Narcissist abuse is crazy making.
Yeah. But never, not one time through that, I thought about myself. And the reason why I say I regret it now is because I regret that I really could have hurt myself.
Yeah.
Today, you know, I wake up every day for myself, not for anyone else. I move on. I've moved on for myself, not for anyone else. And it's taken a long time to get there.
Yes. Well, it is hard as caregivers and people who want to be of service to others to put ourselves first.
So, after, I don't even remember how long I stayed in the psych unit, they were helpful. I liked all the therapists that were in there. I thought they were all very kind. Most of the nurses were great. Night shift nurses, not so much.
Okay.
But the ones that I am thinking about, you knew that you could just feel that they just cared.
Yeah.
One of them sat down next to me on my bed, probably a day that I was in there. And I was so tired and out of it, I couldn't get up. She said, "Baby, you got to get up.
Yeah.
You got to keep going. You got to get up. You got to come eat." So they served lovely gluten-free food.
Yeah. Yeah.
So just saying things like that.
You needed that nurturing, and
I
you
did.
needed somebody to see you and tell you that you matter.
I wasn't a nurse anymore at that point. I needed to have a nurse help,
Yeah.
and they did.
Yeah. It's interesting to be on the other side of it, isn't it?
Sure is.
And it helps you actually appreciate the work that we do. You know, we got to remember, like, we're that for other people all the time.
Just the small things.
Oh,
The
yeah.
small things helped. You can do it. You can get through today. You can do it. Just go have breakfast. That's all you need to do right now.
Yeah, one meal at a time.
Right. So that's where I started the one day at a time. Give me 1 minute at a time type of mindset. It wasn't easy. Even now, I still need reminders. I think we all do. But I went through, I was discharged from the psych unit. I don't remember how many days. And then I went to a intensive outpatient program for 8 weeks. And that was hard. But I loved the therapist and they were extremely helpful. Still obviously needed a lot more healing from then on. But I'm glad that I got the time to do the intensive outpatient therapy because I needed it.
Yeah.
You can't just go there and listen, you actually have to do the work. You have to do the assignments they give you daily, and you have to work at it. It's not magical. So I was scheduled to go back to work at the end of November. Late October, I get a letter, which is an email from the Board of Nursing that says that it's a cease to practice immediately.
Why then?
Exactly. That's why you're on their time. Yeah. So we had June, July, August, September. So 4.5 months, all of a sudden they're like, cease to practice right now. Why?
Without
anything.
Any kind
nothing.
Never.
Nothing.
All that has happened is your lawyer sent that letter saying 5th, and this is all is still in process.
And I'm sure it pissed them off. I guarantee you. You know what? I bet they sit around there wearing those old ass colonial wigs with their monocles. That's how they act. Like it's 1800s and it's still Nightingale era. It's not.
And it's scary. But why can't you ever know what was in that complaint?
I don't know.
Why?
I still have no idea.
Isn't that your
And we've asked for it. My lawyers have asked for it. They're like, it's that. And it just says, we've received a complaint. There's never been a complaint.
Yeah. So where is it?
We have no idea.
Okay, so what happens? The cease and you get the email and it just says they've revoked your license they've temporarily suspended it.
They basically don't give me a choice. They say you cease to practice right now and get an evaluation or it will be punitive and we will take your license forever.
And what does it mean to get an evaluation?
They basically wanted someone from their department to evaluate me.
Your nursing skills or
my mental state?
Your mental state.
But let me remind you, they don't even know what happened in August. At all.
Okay. So none of that's...
But I was honest with them during the evaluation. Again, why am I honest? They told me to.
When you're an honest person, it's hard to unlearn. Like I feel like I really do think, oh, well, if I just tell them the truth, everything will be okay. But yeah. So what happened? You told them, here's what's been going on.
Well, but before I'm able to tell them that, when you don't have a license, you can't practice, right?
Yeah.
So I was fired.
Oh, man.
And the hardest lesson that I had to learn is it doesn't matter how late you stay. It doesn't matter what you do at work. It doesn't matter if you go above and beyond. It doesn't matter if you stay an extra hour. You are always replaceable. You are nothing to these organizations.
Yeah, that's true.
You are nothing. And that's what's sad. That was hard to swallow for me.
Yeah. You had a relationship with these people.
It's not the surgeon's fault.
Yeah.
They tried. They couldn't do anything.
It was the parent company?
It was their legal company.
Yeah. They do have to do a lot of, they have to legally,
But why couldn't they wait to say, well, when will you get your license back? Let's wait however long.
I don't know. I'll be curious about that too. Why couldn't they just say,
I know.
She's on, leave.
Correct.
She's not here right now.
Correct.
Somehow, maybe that protected them in some weird way. I hate that too. It's so much about CYA and liability coverage and just everything they have to show that we did everything to protect our patients based on what the board told us, whatever that was. See, you still don't even know.
I don't.
But anyway, that's heartbreaking. So you lost your job. Like you said, that was your identity.
Yeah.
And you worked so hard. You ordered that pig heart and everything.
I did. Damn it.
You had that overnighted.
It made my sister vomit and everything.
Do you still have it?
No.
The look. Like, you never know.
Oh my gosh.
Why waste it? But anyway, okay, keep going.
Next time I see my sister, I should be like, I got you something. But it's really not a pig heart. It's just, it says it's a pig heart. Anyway.
It's just a little callback.
Right.
Well, so you got fired. Now you have no job. You have no way to make a living.
No.
And you're in the middle.
And I've already spent all my savings on criminal defense lawyers. I've had to
Oh,
borrow money
God.
from my sister. This past entire year, I've had to borrow money from my dad, my sister.
Oh,
I know, right?
yeah.
So we're in November
Of 2024.
of 2024.
The original incident was April.
April 14th of 2024. So
Yeah.
from April to November, I have been to jail twice. I've been to a psych unit. I've had my license taken, and I've been fired. The kind person that I was renting my apartment from, she was in the same position. I'm not going to say her name. I don't have permission.
Okay.
But she got into a domestic with her ex-boyfriend. She admitted to slapping him, and she was the one that was arrested. She was a lawyer. So then she had to go through the entire process too.
Yeah. It is, it's a 2-year ordeal typically, at least for me. Like I had 3 cases. I had a criminal case. I had this whole division of property case that was even, anyway. And then there was this protective order piece that I had to deal with. But so where are you in your legal process at this point? Or am I getting ahead of you?
Oh, no. I don't even know how many times I've been to court from April to November. I have no idea. It's still a blur. But I was thankful that I did have a steady place to stay because of...
Your housemate that was also going through?
She lived in a different town, but she rented her condo to me.
Oh.
And I would paint it, and she would take some off of the rent.
Oh, wow.
Which was very kind. Or I would do other type of work.
And it helped that she understood where you...
Absolutely.
And that she was a lawyer and that she understood the process.
And I met her through a mutual friend. The friend we both knew is a nurse. So.
Amazing.
I know.
Amazing. Just, again, a little shout out to higher power. Puts these people in your life. I don't know how that works. It's amazing, though. It's lifesaver.
I know.
Lifesaver. And Lily's with you.
Oh, yeah. So November on, it was hard to get out of bed every day. Most of the time, the only reason why I did is because Lily needed me to.
I get it. You had to get up. You had to feed her. You had to take her on a walk.
Yep. And she's still happy. She was always still happy.
I know. That helps, doesn't it? It's hard to imagine. It's hard to imagine looking at life the same way again. You're so depressed. Everything feels so painful.
Everything.
But when you kind of connect with her and see her having a good day, see her enjoying that prance in her, like she loves to go for a walk, know.
And my therapist kept saying, just get on the floor with her. Just let Lily love you. And now I get it. Now I get why she said that.
Oh.
You just get to see the pure joy.
Yeah.
But I would walk her constantly. That's all we did. I couldn't get a job either because I couldn't pass a background check. So I can't leave the state. I can't pass a background check. I can't get a job.
It's such a trap.
I know. And I'm not even convicted. And I still can't get a job. Even at Starbucks, I can't get a job.
You're in limbo.
Right.
Yeah.
And stuck. And I would walk down the street and then I would just start sobbing. Just random days, constantly. I would tell my sister, I would say, I can't do it. I can't do it. And she would say, yes, you can. Do it for me. You can. Call me again at the end of the day. Just get through today.
Yeah. So you were talking with her daily?
If not verbally, then by text.
Yeah.
Some days I didn't speak out loud. I mean, I would only speak to my therapist out loud an hour a week. Otherwise, I didn't speak at all. I was a self-isolator. My friends, Emma and Marilyn. Marilyn is such a sweetheart. She made me the sticker book. It's so cute. Because I wasn't washing my hair.
You weren't washing your hair. Yeah, that's
So
how it is when you're depressed.
every time I would wash my hair, I would get a sticker. And it was like and I would have these other things of, I got, I ate 3 meals a day, or I did however many walks or something like that. And if I got, she kept asking me, what are things you really like to do? What are your favorite things to eat? And she got me into this thing where I got to get these stickers in a row. And then I get to eat this dairy-free ice cream I really like. And she was just such a savior in that too. And then I would tell Emma, I can't do it anymore. I can't do it. And she would say, yes, you can. You have to. You don't have a choice. You have to. Give me 1 more minute. Give me a few hours. Okay, I'll meet you for lunch. I'm so grateful that I had people that loved me so much that they would drop anything to help me stay alive that day. My other friends, Joe and Craig, I tried to isolate myself from them, but you can't isolate from Joe. My car was broken down the entire month of December of 2024. She lives in Highlands Ranch, and she would come and pick me and Lily up, drive me to their place to eat because she knew I wasn't eating. And then she would drive me back.
Wow. That's amazing. Is she a nurse, or?
She's just a loving person.
She's a caring, loving, empathetic person.
She is.
Compassion. And a friend you had as a friend.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That says a lot about who you are. Like, they know who you are. Yeah.
Yeah. When I met them in late July of 2024, and we talk about it now, and she said, you just looked so sad.
They saw in you that just such a sad, sad person, and your heart was broken, and they just felt called to help you.
And I talk to them every day. I see them every other week at least. You see them a lot because they're Lily's babysitters, and she'll drop Lily off.
Aww.
But I can't thank them enough. And this other person in Washington, D.C., her name's Kathy. She was also one of Lily's babysitters, and she was my sister's assistant in Washington, D.C. But she would send me these like articles from books or something, 1 page every day. And she would say, just read this. Think about this. Occupy your time with this. And she still does it.
Yeah, somehow you had these
every
angels.
Every day I get something to read. And she says, good morning every day since May of 2024. And I have Scylla.
Yeah.
Who actually brings out the humor in me more so. So we'll get there as well. So these months were so hard.
You were just hanging on by a thread.
Oh, I was. And I think about that girl that I was last year. And I just want to give her a hug.
Yeah.
And say, you can still do it. You can do it.
Yeah, give her a hug. I'm really big on these. Have you ever heard of these butterfly hugs?
Mm-hmm.
I really do think they help. Like, give yourself a hug. I do a lot of parts work. I don't know if you've heard of it, but talking to my inner child and inner parts. And I often will give, and also my inner baby. I'll hold her next to my, like I just, every now and then, it makes a difference.
And Scylla says I'm not the same person I was a year ago. I dissociated a lot a year ago. I would just stare off in space.
So you're more present.
I am.
Yeah.
I am more present.
Yeah.
My nephew goes to CU Boulder from Washington, D.C. And last year he knew everything, and he knew that I was just sad. And he would always invite me to go skiing with him and his buddies.
Oh.
Because I'm the cool aunt.
Yeah. So folks helped you just keep a little bit occupied, pick
just
you
a little
up.
bit at a time.
Yeah.
I just got to look. I have to look forward to Saturday. I just got to get to Saturday because then I get to take skiing.
Yeah.
And I could have been in worse states, you know?
Yeah.
I could have been in, I don't know.
Like you could have had
Kansas?
or states.
Oh, that's who I could have been. You're right. I could have had liver failure in Kansas.
I hear that, and there is always another perspective of like, you did have your health. You're not necessarily your mental health, but you didn't have liver failure, didn't have tachycardia. What is it?
Takotsubo.
Takotsubo. I have missed this whole semester on Takotsubo. I don't remember learning about it.
I don't remember hearing about it.
Yeah. It's supposed to be a cardiac specialty
It
kind of thing.
probably is, yeah.
I'll put a link in the show notes for people.
So I guess it was life after loss, really.
Life after loss.
Yeah.
That's a good name for these episodes, these plural. We don't know if there's going to be a part 4. We'll see.
We'll see.
I'm open to it if it needs to happen. We just got to make sure that Lily gets.
Lily'll be okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
cool.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Everybody's okay.
Everybody's okay.
I think it's important, to share these details because really, you can't. This is important that people understand the depth of it because you can get the transcript from this and it's already, your memoir will be started. I'm serious.
That's true.
There will be a time that, I don't know if you want to write. I do need to write a memoir, so I'm just projecting that.
I mean,
this
I've talked about it.
This is your spoken memoir. I mean, this is
is
important that this is witnessed. I witness it. Other people, your therapist has witnessed it. There will be people that hear this that, one thing I know, this is, again, I get very spiritual about stuff, but I do believe that when we share our stories and there's something energetic that's exchanged, and I don't know how this works, but, it may not be in real time even, but that people will be sending you love, sending you compassion. And we send love to other people right now who have gone through similar things. The details might be different, but the feelings are very similar in this crazy-making,
they really are,
narcissistic abuse experience.
So from January 2025 onward, I was still in limbo. Still couldn't leave the state. I do have my license back because I had to hire other lawyers to get it back.
Oh, good job.
Thank you.
So you were able to, like, whatever that toggle was, what you said, okay, either I'm going to leave the earth or I'm going to fight like hell.
But you can't be in between.
So you did. So you got another lawyer that helped you reinstate your license and
Correct.
like stop this bullshit of ceasing my license without even letting me know what I'm up.
Correct.
Okay, good.
But now they say, they're mad because I wasn't aware that you have to tell the board everything about any type of mental illness or physical illness. If you break your ankle, you better tell the board.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Is this real?
I had no idea.
I mean,
Or they'll snatch your license in a heartbeat because if you break your ankle, it impedes your ability to do your job. You have to tell them.
Who said that to you?
The board.
They said that to you?
Oh, it says it in their bylaws.
I haven't
or whatever.
read the bylaws,
But also,
obviously.
They say that nursing isn't political. Then why is the governor the one that appoints the board of nursing if we're not political?
Oh, I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
I have to admit, I have been peripheral.
Me too, until this happened.
I was so lucky that my nursing license didn't have to renew. I don't know how it was. I ticked the right box when I renewed it, but I guess they're so backlogged. By the time they asked me about my case, I had already had it sealed. And I'm just like, sorry, that case has been sealed. Have a good day.
You know, mine has been dismissed and sealed.
Yeah.
But that didn't happen until May of 2025. So from April 2024 to May 2025, I was living with the fact that I was facing, if I were found guilty, 5 years in prison minimum.
Holy cow.
So living with that, I still look back and I don't know how I made it through every single day.
It's terrifying.
My dad was a huge supporter and he helped me tremendously in every way. He would come to my court dates. We watched March Madness together.
That means so much, doesn't
I know.
it?
He's hilarious too.
Oh.
He's shy, so he would never do anything like this. But once you get to know him, you will not be able to stop laughing.
Does he have just a real dry sense of humor?
Oh no, he laughs with himself.
He's very silly, but
He
it's
is.
kind of like you got to be on the be inside,
Right, you got to be on the inside to get the silly.
Oh, okay.
So he would call me, and he would have me laughing so hard that I would have tears because it's the thing that we have. It's Uncle John stories. So these stories are the best. So Uncle John is my mom's uncle, actually, but my mom passed in 2017. So Uncle John's in his, late 80s. He still drives.
This is a real guy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought this was like a fable.
Nope, this is Uncle John.
This is Uncle John.
This
Who
is
is
Uncle John.
your mother's brother?
It's my mom's uncle.
Oh, your great uncle. Okay.
It's my great uncle, yeah. But my dad will, my dad is just such a kind soul. He'll bring him dinner all the time and, just make sure he has somewhere to go on holidays and, they're still family.
Yeah.
But the things that Uncle John does, for example, one year for Thanksgiving, my dad said, my brother lives 45 minutes away, and he said, hey, Uncle John, we would love for you to come over to, for Thanksgiving, and it's about 45 minutes away. And my dad was like, why don't you just ride with me? And Uncle John said, no, because I'll probably want to leave later and leave earlier than you. My dad's like, okay, well, I'll be there at 10 o'clock, and my brother lives out in the country, and it's kind of hard to find. So my dad said, once you get to McDonald's, why don't you call, my brother, and my brother will meet you there, and you can follow him to his house at 10 o'clock a.m. on Thanksgiving.
Okay. We have a solid plan here.
Yeah, solid plan. Does everybody understand?
I got the plan.
Okay.
I'm with you. I'm calling from McDonald's.
The next morning, 6 a.m., my brother gets a phone call and he says, I'm here. My brother was like, what? Where? I'm at McDonald's where you told me to be. So
6
Uncle John was there and ready for Thanksgiving at 6 a.m. So that's just the start of it. During COVID, my dad tells me that Uncle John is wearing a World War II mask, gas mask,
dude.
around town to not get COVID.
Dude, I have a picture of me wearing one of these respirator things that you use to paint primer.
Yes.
I wore that to the grocery store.
So you're an Uncle John.
Yes, I am Uncle Nance. I am Uncle Nance. I did what we didn't know. I was like,
That's true.
I read The Stand.
That's true.
I read it, and I was like, you don't know. So I was wearing my Playtex living gloves, like I had on
That's
goggles too,
Yeah.
just in case. I did have on the full eye protective wear. I do have a picture of me. And yes, some people did take pictures of me at the store. I'm on a few
That's
Instagram
amazing.
posts, I'm sure. Right. Uncle John and I could hang out, man.
Oh, yeah. You'd love Uncle John.
Hey, better safe than sorry. That's so
right.
funny. But World War II, I love that he still had his World War II mask.
I know.
He had that in his footlocker.
He did. So he even put it on if like my dad would put dinner on the front porch for him. He'd put that thing on and he'd like snatch it like from the porch.
My precious.
Yeah. Uncle John has also called 911 because he hadn't had a bowel movement in 3 days.
He called 911
Yep.
for constipation.
Yep. Yep. Let's see. Oh, my dad will bring him dinner in Tupperware and my dad will go back, and want to exchange out something.
Yeah. Here's
more dinner. Can I have my other Tupperware? And Uncle John, I guess, looks at him like, what Tupperware? And my dad was like, the one that looks like this that I gave you last week. He goes, I burnt that shit. He's
got like a barrel.
He burns my dad's Tupperware. Yeah, he has a burning barrel in the back.
And he's was that a COVID precaution or just the way he dealt with it? He thought it was trash. He didn't know it's reusable.
Right.
He said, hey, Tupperware's expensive. Yep. Uncle John.
He's like, I don't want that shit around here. Verbatim.
Here we got it. Now we have to bring everything in a mason jar.
Right. Yeah. Right. Or a Ziploc bag. Here's your chili in a Ziploc bag. Another one. I mean, we'll just, every time something would happen, my dad couldn't wait to tell me just so I could laugh. Uncle John was trying to shoot a raccoon, shot his own truck. Okay.
Good. I'm on the side of the raccoon.
I know.
You know that.
I know.
You know me.
He gets a raccoon trap.
Oh, no.
Fiddles with it. Says that he made it better. Catches a raccoon, but can't get it out to let it out somewhere else. Like just replace it.
Relocate it.
Thank you. Relocate it.
Raccoon relocation program.
Yes. So Uncle John was heading that program in his own property, but can't open it. So he takes it to the store where he got it
with the
raccoon in it and says, "You sold me this raccoon trap that doesn't work." And the guy was like, I'm pretty sure you broke it. He goes, well, anyway, I don't want it now. So he leaves the store with the raccoon in the cage.
Oh. Now I'm worried about the raccoon. This is me. I swear. I don't want to ruin it.
I asked my dad, I was like, what happened to the raccoon? And he's like, well, I called the store and I guess they let it out back.
Okay, good. Okay, good.
But I was like, how'd they get it open?
They had some tools.
Right.
Yeah.
So just.
That is hilarious that he returned the trap.
He returned the trap.
With raccoon in it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. So those Uncle John stories are part of your survival.
They are.
That traumedy.
They are.
This is great traumedy.
Thank God for Uncle John.
Yeah. And your dad.
Yeah.
For sharing the stories. I burnt that shit.
I don't need that shit around here.
Yeah, no shit, man. The plastic was sort of invented in the 50s, wasn't it? Like all the plastic all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should all burn that shit. Let's burn it.
Let's burn
Polyvinyl chlorides. I hear they're good for your lungs.
Yeah. Well, Uncle John has that World War II.
Yeah. I bet he wears it when he burns Tupperware.
Probably does.
Dude, he's got to be how old is he now?
Oh, almost 90 probably.
Yeah.
He called my dad up a couple of weeks ago and asked him to go look at a Mustang with him.
He's going to buy a muscle car.
Mustang. Yeah.
Oh, heck yeah.
And I was like, why not?
Dude, do it. Do it, Uncle John.
Yeah,
I can't wait to hear the Mustang stories.
Oh, I know.
Keep me posted.
I know.
Keep me posted. I want you to start sharing Uncle John stories with me.
Okay,
will you
I will.
pay them forward?
Yes, I will.
I seriously would love that.
Yes,
oh
Uncle
my
John
God,
stories.
I really do. I think that he could have his own Instagram.
Oh, he could. I mean, who knows what he's done that we just don't know about yet.
I know. I love that he showed up at 6 a.m. That is such a country story, isn't it? Like, I'm here.
I'm here.
Yeah. He had to wait for McDonald's. McDonald's wasn't even open yet.
No, probably not.
Oh my gosh. So how are you? What's going on now? Or
I would say May was the beginning of the rest of my life because the charges were dismissed and sealed forever.
Wow. So it took until May of 2025.
13 months of hell.
13 months of hell.
Mm-hmm.
It is, and it's hell for no good reason.
No good reason. No
And
good reason.
except, let me ask you this. I'm going to play devil's advocate over here because, and I don't believe in the devil, except I think people that are narcissists are as close to the devil as I have gotten. And like the safe house had to tell me, you've been with a sociopath for 11 years. And she was a lawyer and she had done things, like she went to the safe house and they said, we know she's just doing this they had to tell me they couldn't take care of both of us. So they were like, we know now that she was just using us for legal maneuverings. But it helped me so much. I went to open meetings for a year at the safe house where I heard verbatim some things that she had said to me. Like, it was like, oh, so there's almost like a script that they use with this gaslighting and all these reversals too. It was like everything they say to you is really what they're doing. Like my ex was like, you want to kill me. And that's when the light bulb went off.
Really?
And then I finally thought to ask, why do I want to kill you? And she said, oh, so you can have this house all to yourself.
You're like,
I spent 5 years wanting a family. Like, I just adopted a child. I want a family. But anyway, what? So tell me. So finally, like just a little glimpse of light is coming back into your psyche.
Right. And when I couldn't even see the light, my friends and family held it for me. And I literally rose from the depths of hell. And from the ashes, I rose up and I decided to fight.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't be in between.
Okay, we thought we might keep going, but part 4 needs its own part because it's so involved in an uplifting way. Tune in for that to see how far one can come from the depths of hell to the summit. I want to thank my guests, Brittany Key and Scylla Weinbrenner, for being in the house. And I want to thank you, the listener. Thank you for listening, sending love, and I hope you feel the love we're sending back to you. Know that you are not alone, even though this kind of abuse and, well, life can be isolating in general, but especially trauma and especially narcissistic abuse can be very isolating. So know that you are not alone. Please let us know if you need any support or have any questions. Remember, one day at a time, one moment at a time, one meal at a time. I love the sticker idea. Give yourselves a sticker today. Give yourself, if you respond well to stickers, what else do you like? What kind of reward system? I like to make a little circle and put a check mark in it, and it gives me a little dopamine. So put some circles next to the tasks, even if it's eating, getting dressed, showering. Give yourself a little dopamine. Help boost your own serotonin, and please take care of yourself. And tune into part 4 coming up. Tune in. It's going to be fun. It's going to be uplifting. It's going to be rewarding. It's going to be like, oh, this was worth the journey. Yeah. It gets better. And remember, no matter what, keep laughing.